I'm Katy Crimes, and what I love most is to do what the locals do. Shop where they shop, eat where they eat, and especially have fun. My adventure starts here in Pasadena, California. I'll show you not only Pasadena's hotspots, but also some great places only the locals know about. And I'm here to bring those treasures to you. Welcome to Locals Only, Pasadena.
Pasadena is full of unique shops, restaurants, and things to do. So where do the locals go to get the kicks they need to take them where they need to be? At Neo39 on Colorado Boulevard, right here in Old Pasadena.
For over 10 years, Neo39 has brought Pasadena really unique shoes. They're not the typical running brands you see at the mall. Neo39 is for the person that likes to add a little fun and style to their wardrobe.
And it's the place shoe collectors shop because they have the hard-to-find brands that everyone is searching for. They have the colors and the styles that you can't find anywhere else. Plus, they have shoes for men, women, and children. I'm here with Mickey, who is the lead buyer at Neo39. Now, he has the awesome job of selecting every shoe that actually gets put on the shelves. Mickey, thank you so much for having us here today.
Oh, thank you for coming.
Absolutely, this is such an awesome place. I just love the energy here. Now, what goes into actually picking the shoes that are on the shelves?
Usually I'm looking for something with a pop of color. Right now the big trend is definitely something that's gonna splash out. So you could have like a solid black shoe with red laces or pink laces or yellow laces, just that little pop. Afterwards, I'm looking for some kind of aesthetic in the shoe, something that's cool and also something that you're not gonna see everywhere else because we wanna stand out to be that one place where you know you can only find that shoe at Neo.
Now I want to dive in and take a peek at some of these really neat shoes. Let's go.
Absolutely.
All right, here we have the Gladiator 2, right? This is like a sexy gladiator shoe. This is something that you definitely want to wear with maybe some tight jeans, you know, some skinny jeans or something. You can go out or you can even dress it down, right?
Yeah, this is one of those shoes you can definitely play in many different ways. It gives you that, of course, Roman gladiator look, and it appeals to everybody, whether it's locals or the many tourists we have from Europe who come in here. This was a shoe at first not everybody was so sure about. They're like, it's kind of edgy. Something in me said, there's something here, let's do this, let's be that store that's gonna be one of the few stores to carry this. When we got this Gladiator right here with this bling that kind of gives you that glam look, this thing sold out right away, and it's been a great, phenomenal shoe. We had to like reorder it several times over, so we're very happy to have this in our store.
All right, this shoe is so neat. Now, Mickey, tell us about Sebago.
Okay, well the cool thing about Sebago is that they're all handmade in the Dominican Republic. So it's given you a level of craftsmanship you don't really see in this world of mass manufacturing. And the good thing about Sebago is they tend to do a lot of collaborations. For instance, right here we have a Sebago shoe that's been designed by the New York graffiti artist Stash.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so it's bringing a little bit of a cool element to it. As you can see, you have a lot of black with a royal blue stitch and outsole here. Definitely something that's outside the norm, but anybody can wear this. And to go a little bit outside the box, you have a Sebago boat shoe that's designed by New York shoe designer Ronnie Fig. Now, Ronnie does collaborations with everyone, and he's always doing something different, but everybody accepts it. And you can see that here in this shoe because you have like two different textures here with sort of a pebble print and then navy hitting the rest of the shoe. It's one of those trendster shoes that if you really want to be that person who's going to stand out, but you have that confidence, this is a great shoe to wear.
Now, we've covered men, we've covered women, we've covered Sebago, but I have a nephew with a birthday coming up. I mean, what am I going to get him? What can you suggest?
Okay, I got the perfect shoes for you. Let me bring you right over here.
All right, this one is so cute. Now, this is an Air Jordan, but of course it's for a little child. Perfect for my nephews. This would be a great gift.
This shoe flies. I'm telling you, this shoe is so popular because all the adults who have this want to get this for their little sons, or the teenagers want to get it for their little brothers. I want to get it for my nephews. I mean, it's a great shoe. It's a classic shoe. It's never going to go out of style.
Right.
Okay, right over here, we have some really cool shoes from Converse. Now, they tend to do a lot of animal prints this season. So we have this duck-looking shoe, or you have the moose with the antlers. Of course, it's a little bit out there. It's not the classic shoe, but you know, if you're a kid, everything should be fun. And nothing spells fun more than these kind of shoes here. And then right over here, right now, Toms are all the rage. Kids love these, their parents love these. These are Toms for kids. You can go with something a little bit flashy here with some glitter, or you can do your classic Toms in just like a blue canvas. And it has even a little Velcro strap right here, so it's easy to slip on for your kids.
This store has everything. This is like a shoe shopper's dream. And of course, I am a shoe shopper. It's a paradise for me. I want to see what else we have going on here.
Let me show you around.
All right.
So this is my favorite shoe right here. This is the Nike Free, which is super popular right now. The idea is like you're running barefoot. This is a great shoe if you're an American and you're going to Europe, because you know you walk everywhere over there. So this gives you that Nike comfort, but it's kind of like a sandal. And this comes out of the Nike Indie line, so it kind of gives you more of a boot look. Again, a little bit more for that grown individual. I kind of see this as like college kid and up.
Every so often, you'll notice a line of people actually waiting to get into the store. Now, for instance, on December 23rd, you might see that. And that's because on December 23rd, the new Air Jordan 11s are coming out. Now, Air Jordans are this cult phenomenon that suddenly occurred from shoe collectors to even shoe stores like Neo39. Now, every store only gets a certain number of Air Jordans, right? And so they sell out in a matter of minutes, which is really awesome. So December 23rd is a huge day for Neo39, right?
Absolutely. We tend to get a lineup of people, sometimes 50 people, who camp out all night long. And I hate to say it, but it's almost as if you're not out there all night, you're not going to get your size because there's only so many to give out.
Wow. Now, obviously, there's so many big shoes here, but and Air Jordans aren't the only one that's popular.
No.
And of course, there is another basketball player who has made a name for himself at Neo39, right?
Absolutely. In 2001, Shaquille O'Neal had a press conference in here when he was launching his Dunk Net shoe. And we were the first store he chose to actually release the shoe to in America. And he said at the time that he loved Neo39 and he was glad to have the shoe in this store. It was a great day for Pasadena and for Neo39.
Shoes, kicks, trainers, sneakers, whatever it is you call them, you need to come get them at Neo39. Not only will they have basically any style that you could possibly imagine, but even a whole bunch that you never even knew you wanted until you saw them. If you haven't been here, you need to get down here right now because this is the place to be for shoes.
Coming up, I'm going to drop in on a great place to see a live show. It's the oldest comedy club in the nation, the Ice House. And later, I'm heading over to the east side of Pasadena where we all scream for Carmela Ice Cream. I'm looking for all the favorites of the locals here in Pasadena. We're going to Carmela Ice Cream, where they make all the ice cream in-house using only the freshest ingredients from the local farmers market. But before we have dessert, we're going to laugh ourselves silly with the comedians at the Ice House Comedy Club.
Wondering what to do this weekend? Why not make laughter a high priority? And where else can you find the best comedy around than at the Ice House in Pasadena?
The Ice House opened its doors for the first time in 1960, and it's the oldest comedy club in the United States. The Ice House is a tribute not only to Pasadena, but to American history.
After purchasing your ticket, don't rush past these walls. Besides the comedy, the Ice House has some of the best memorabilia. Now these walls are full of history. You'll find old photographs, letters from comedians, and old contracts. Now some you may recognize as their younger selves, but others, well, others you may not know so well. Can you recognize this person? And how about this person?
I'll give you a hint. He hosted the very first episode of Saturday Night Live in 1975. Don't recognize him yet? Well, we'll see if you've guessed who he is by the end of the show.
Before the show, swing on by the bar and relax in the lounge. You can read some of the personalized messages that some of the biggest stars in comedy have written to the Ice House. You will have a fabulous time when you come see a show because every seat in the main showroom is within 7 rows of the stage. So every seat in the house is the best one.
I'm meeting with Sean, the manager of the Ice House, who has been working here for over 15 years.
We are actually the oldest comedy club in the world.
That's right.
50 years we celebrated, and it's amazing. The acts that you have seen on television, from Tim Allen to Robin Williams, Jay Leno, George Lopez, they all started here. And we have pictures of all of them somewhere. The history is unbelievable. The Smothers Brothers recorded albums here. Lily Tomlin recorded her first album here. This place is absolutely amazing, and what it's done over the years for comedy and for young comedians, it's pretty great.
Now I'm heading into the main showroom to catch tonight's act.
Please welcome Mr. Fritz Coleman, everybody. Fritz Coleman!
This December, I will have been employed for 29 years as a weatherman in a community with no ongoing weather. I started as an MC at $15 a show with George Lopez. George Lopez and I started at the same time. He also started his comedy career here. Robert Klein just taped a new special for HBO. Robert Klein is my era. He's one of the reasons I got into comedy.
Oh, wow.
He came and worked out his HBO set in this room and had a great draw. So
really?
you get the really young, unhatched stars in here, and you get the old established stars. You know, Seinfeld and all those guys. Kevin Nealon's going to be here in the second show tonight.
Yeah, they all come back. They love this place.
Yeah,
huh?
it's a wonderful room. Well, I only have a few minutes. I have my mother visiting me from Florida, so she's in the car. They have classes for everything in these senior centers. Their next door neighbor takes senior pole dancing. Honest to God. But they use 2 poles, one for balance. You're old when you start to select food, not by its taste, but how it affects your regularity.
I'm here with the fabulously funny Eric Blake, who is the headliner tonight at the Ice House. Eric, it's so nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
It always is. It always is. Let's
Definitely.
be serious.
We're the new Barbie and Ken. Bam!
Bam!
The crowds are just wonderful. I love when the energy is trapped. I love it just because it's like the energy is trapped. And once the energy is trapped, people can really feel what you're saying. You feel really connected, and they just love the show. And people just walk out feeling great.
Sue, I'm gonna teach some things called black hand gestures. If you notice some of our black guys, we talk a lot with our hands, right? We're very physical with our hands when we talk, all right? Sue, the first thing I'm gonna teach you is called much love, peace, much love, peace. And how you do that, Sue, is right. How you do that, right. Sue, you beat on your chest. All right, wait. Sue, you beat on your chest with your fist and you throw up the peace sign. Much love, peace, much with your fist, with your fist, with your fist. Much love, peace, peace.
As you can see, the Ice House is way more than just a barrel of laughs. It's got so much history that even the walls are interesting. So bring your friends and family here so that you can impress them with the knowledge that you know who this person is, and he's none other than George Carlin.
And coming up, I'll show you what makes the flavors of Carmela Ice Cream stand out from the rest. We'll dive right in to taste flavors like cucumber sorbet and lavender honey.
A delicious scoop of ice cream is one of my favorite things in the whole world. And luckily in Pasadena, the beautiful weather makes it ice cream time all the time. And where can you find delicious flavors like salted caramel or cucumber sorbet? Well, at Carmela Ice Cream, of course. Carmela Ice Cream started out as a treat at local farmers markets, but as their popularity grew, so did their business.
And owners Jessica Morterati and Zach Cox opened a new artisan creamery on Washington and Altadena right here in Pasadena.
I'm here with one of Carmela Ice Cream's owners, Jessica Morterati. Jessica, thank you so much for having us here.
Thank you so much for coming.
Oh, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. Ice cream, if there's ice cream, I'm there.
Absolutely.
Now, how did Carmela Ice Cream get its name?
We actually named the business after my grandmother. She was a baker, not an ice cream maker, but it was more of a tribute name because I sort of learned how to cook and enjoy being in the kitchen and working with foods from her.
Generally enjoy food.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. I come up with all of our flavors.
Okay.
I'm the flavor developer, and that's really the fun part of my job. I get to play around with different ingredients and seasonal ingredients. When we started the business, we wanted it to be a lot of what we call garden-inspired flavors, so a lot of fresh herbs, and we use flowers and spices and things like that.
Jessica and I head back into the kitchen, where she's going to show me the process of making their espresso ice cream.
All right, here we are in the kitchen by the magic vat where all the mixing happens.
First of all, one thing most people don't know about ice cream is that it's actually, you cook it.
All of the raw ingredients go into the vat first. Jessica pours in a mixture of whole milk and heavy cream. Then she adds in the sugar, almost 8 cups worth. Next goes in the freshly brewed espresso and ground espresso beans. Then we close up the vat and set the temperature.
Okay, so the gauges are set, everything's ready to go. This is gonna heat up, this is gonna mix. After this is done, what's next?
So once this finishes its cycle of cooking it and everything, we take it out of the vat and then we let it cool.
The ice cream is cooked and drained out of the vat. After it cools, it goes into this freezing machine where it starts becoming ice cream.
I can't wait to dive in. I got my spoon ready because apparently the best time to have it is when it's super fresh right out of the freezer. So let's see what this looks like.
The ice cream is ready to come out of the freezing machine, and Jessica pours some of it into this bowl for me to taste.
Yum! That's the freshest ice cream you're ever gonna see.
At this stage, it has a soft serve consistency.
Now comes the best part. Here we go. Ready? Let me just use that one. Do you have a shovel in back, perhaps? Let me just use that. Oops. Oh no. Here we go.
Pretty amazing.
That just blanketed my mouth with deliciousness. That was so good. Oh, I wish everybody could try this right now.
After the ice cream comes out of the freezing machine, Jessica adds in another touch to the espresso ice cream, which are these chocolate nibs. Delicious. She mixes it all together and then packs it into containers, where they'll go into an even bigger freezer, waiting to be eaten by people like me.
What's up, Zach?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. I'm doing great. Just tried some ice cream. I'm ready to see how we make the cones here at Carmela.
Yes, the cones are magnificent. We actually make our own batter here, and then we make them here on these cone makers. We hand roll them, and they're all made fresh daily, so it's wonderful. And we basically take a flat waffle and then roll it up into our cones. And there it is. That's pretty much the perfect cone. Okay, for ingredients, that's probably my most passionate part of everything we do here, which is real fresh ingredients. We don't use any flavorings, colorings, or anything like that, or even oils and extracts. We take real whole fresh ingredients. We source from the farmer's market, like our lemons. We get fresh lemons delivered to our booth. Same thing with strawberries, mint, cucumbers. The vanilla beans we use are exceptional. These beans are always moist, they're extremely plump, and as you can see, I'll cut one open for you and you can see how delicious, how amazing these are. We cut it right down the middle like that, and then inside you'll see the black specks that we all see as vanilla in our ice cream. You just run your knife through it. Basically, that is vanilla that actually gives you the flavor. There's a lot of glucose in that, it's very sweet. And then when we throw all this in, and then that mixes in and creates all those little black beans, and we actually use the whole thing, like I said, no waste. We'll just throw the rest of the bean right in there. This actually adds a lot of flavor as well.
Vanilla bean, strawberry buttermilk, and salted caramel ice cream. Carmela also makes sorbets and even their own waffle cones. After seeing how the ice cream is made and with the fresh farmer's market produce that is used to create each flavor, Jessica and I are ready to sample them.
Zach, what are we gonna be trying first?
Okay, well let's just go with my all-time favorite first, the fresh mint with cacao. It's just real fresh mint leaves. It's the one that I always go back to.
Wow.
One of my favorites too.
That mint is like envelops your mouth.
That's it. It's like,
It's not even that, it's your entire, all the senses.
we can do the strawberry buttermilk. This one is always fun with the farmer's market organic strawberries. We add a little vanilla bean and buttermilk. Like I said, this one I always say just kind of takes you back to your childhood with that classic strawberry ice cream feel.
But it's not the classic strawberry ice cream. This is special Carmela ice cream made with
That's
fresh
true.
strawberries. So good. That buttermilk just makes it 10 times better than any strawberry ice cream I've ever had. It's so smooth.
That kind of tanginess.
Yes.
That offsets the strawberries.
Absolutely, but the strawberries, like I said before, have that pop that just you don't get with other ice creams. That's wonderful.
Yeah, that one's fun. And then with the spicy, I like to cool it down with a little cucumber in the summer at the farmer's market. This is probably our best seller. People just go crazy for that. Very, very refreshing, great intermezzo, good to cleanse the palate, and it's sweet. It comes off like a honeydew melon almost.
That's what I was going to say. It's almost like a melon, but that cucumber flavor is brilliant. It's brilliant.
Just says fresh summer.
That's what, yes, absolutely.
And then behind the salted caramel, the lavender honey is our best seller. People come just for this. It's one of our flagship flavors. We always have to have it in stock. Of course, the lavender flowers infused into the milk with a little honey.
This is one of what I think the most surprising flavors. It's totally delicious. It's just not one that you would expect in ice cream.
It's sort of like being at a spa. You're walking on a cloud.
It's like you're walking into a field of lavender, but it's ice cream. So good.
This isn't the average ice cream you find in your grocer's freezer. This is Carmela Ice Cream. Extraordinary and delicious.
And if you're not coming in here for the awesome customer service, you're gonna come in here for the large array of different flavors and their magnificent tastes. Thank you so much for letting us come in here. It's so nice to meet you guys. Thank you. From laughter and ice cream to colorful kicks, Pasadena is full of local treasures. You don't need the bright lights of the big city or the fancy shops. You just need good people to make your experiences great. But each place I visit really depends on you, so get out of your house and enjoy Pasadena. It's got just the right amount of sweet and sad. See you soon.
Next time on Locals Only, Pasadena. We'll step into a movie-going experience that even Hollywood would be jealous of. World-class cinemas. They roll out the red carpet for everyone. And I'll learn about different wines, what types of food complement them, and enjoy an excellent meal prepared by Executive Chef Laurent at Vertical Wine Bistro. I can't wait! To get more information on any of the local places I visited, check me out on localsonlytv.com and make sure to tune in for our next show.